Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed, and on stepforward.com, in this second video on HTML and CSS, our next task is to set up our environment, the development environment. Since most of the users are using Windows operating system, so I have logged into my Windows machine, and of course we don't need any other software to start using HTML and CSS. All we need is a web browser, and that we already have in the form of Internet Explorer in Windows. And the best way to start using it is to open up Notepad, and let's start coding it. I'm going to first of all doc type HTML, tab. This is a big tab on Windows. Okay, so we will add the title, on Windows, and a simple heading text. We will be explaining this in some later videos. Setting up the development environment. Let's save it, and let's save it on the desktop. Now observe carefully. First of all, you need to give a name for this file. So the name will be, for instance, home.htm. but this is not enough. You have to surround this text with double quotes. Make sure you have selected all files from down over here, and you can leave it as it is, or in my view it's best to use UTF-8, that is Unicode, so that even if you use Urdu or any other Arabic language or any other language other than English in your web page, that will be saved properly. So this is the right way. Okay, let's do it, and let's save it. So this file is saved on our desktop. Okay, now there is something important to understand. For instance, I've saved this and I want to open this in my web browser. So I'll open it up, open with Internet Explorer, and here it is displaying our text right now. And Internet Explorer also, we have the option of using viewing the source of this page. Okay, that's fine. Another thing, that the page is HTML. Okay, HTML, sorry, and if I want to save it as HTML with an L also. So Windows by default hides extension, you know, the part after the dot. Windows by default hides it, so there is a way of unhiding it. It's very important. Open my computer or any other Windows Explorer window, click on Tools, Folder Options, then click on View, and over here you will see that hide extension for known file types. So it is automatically hiding the extension for the known types. That is, for instance, HTML is a known type, or HTML is also a known type. So let's uncheck this, apply, click on OK, close this window. Now you see that the full name has been exposed. This helps us in renaming any file easily. So let's close it. To rename, I can and let's add L to it. It's telling me that the file extension is being changed. Yes, I know. So okay, now if I refresh this page, of course it will give me an error because this page doesn't exist, but this page does with an L. It's working fine right now. Okay, so that solves one problem, one of the most common problem my students face. Now I can also open this up in Notepad, Node Editor, and we can start coding it. And but as I mentioned, that Windows Explorer IE is not the right choice for web development. Why? There's a website you can use. It is HTML5 test. As I mentioned in a previous video that HTML5 is under development and browsers have started supporting it already. So this website gives you a score of how well your web browser supports it. So as you can see that out of a score of total 475 points, Internet Explorer, this in my case, which is the only choice maximum in Windows, is 8. 9 cannot be installed on Windows XP. So 8 has only a mere score of 41 points out of total of 475 points. Yes, you got it right. And these are the further details what this browser supports and what it doesn't. So you can see the list is not so good, not so very happy. If we open this in Firefox, and let's see how much score Firefox will get. So clearly you can see that there is a huge difference between the score of Internet Explorer and the score of Firefox browser. And yes, you also got it right. So of course this will be our choice, and you can see most of the things are in green, whereas in case of Internet Explorer everything was in red. So that will be our choice of web development. Firefox, you can download Firefox easily. Of course I already have it. And if you simply go to firefox.com, it will redirect you to this, and there are various versions of Firefox available. For Windows you can find it over here. Now the next thing is the IDE or the Notepad. Now Notepad is good enough, but because everyone has it, but there are a few problems. Let's find another. I will recommend you that you should use the free gedit tool. You can simply search it on Google and you will come up with this editor, gedit text editor. That's the same editor I am using on my Linux machine. You can download it from here, but since I've already downloaded it, so I'll just simply install it in front of you. It's a 22.8 MB file. So we won't be needing it. Let's keep it over there. Yes, override it for all users. Yep, and create a desktop icon, or let's say a quick login icon. Install. Now gedit is good because it provides a little bit of customizations. Of course there are free softwares also that provide a lot of help, but I don't want you to go into start using a very advanced type of code editor or text editor that will spoil your habit. Gedit is good from many aspects. Give it time to install. Okay, done. Let's finish it, and we can. There we have it, the icon of gedit. Let's open it up and let's compare it with Windows Notepad. Okay, this is Notepad, this is gedit. Okay, first of all, let's simply copy this, or I can say that let's minimize it and open this in gedit. From simply drag this file, drop it over here. Okay, let's start observing the difference. Notepad is not providing any color, whereas over here we have color option. The tags are colored in blue, and the heading tag is colored differently, the text is colored differently. Now in this Notepad, the only customization we can provide is, do we want the text to be wrapped or not, and the font color and the font size. Whereas over here, if you go to edit and preferences, the text wrapping has been enabled. Split windows over two lines, do not split words over two lines. Display line numbers. What is line number? This is the line number. Line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Easy to debug. Then highlight the current line. This is the current line and that has been highlighted. Display right margin. Highlight and how far is the margin? At 80 columns. So this is the line this is telling us that if we want to print this file, this is where it will end. And highlight matching bracket. What does that mean? If I you see, if I click on this bracket, it's highlighting the other bracket also. So that's good in many cases. Then the editor, how much tab width? Now 8 is a huge tab width, so let's reduce it. You see, it's very simple. 2 is good enough. Insert spaces instead of tab. No need for that. Enable auto indentation. Why not? And let's leave it for now. Change the font size, font color. Let's change the font size to 28. And should we change this or not? Let's see if we have a better option. Right, okay, that's fine. Leave it as it is. And these are the modes. Classic mode, the color scheme. See, we have multiple options over here, whichever suits you more. For instance, let's stick with this one. Close it, and I think I didn't change that font option. Yes. So you see, this is far better than simple using Notepad. Another problem that students come across is that simply you can make Firefox the default browser and you will have a lot of things covered. So I hope the development environment is covered till now. Now let's move on to the add-ons. We need at least 2 add-ons for Firefox. Firefox functionality can be extended with the help of add-ons, and all we need is the use of a Firebug, and another is the web developer. It's taking some time. Okay, let's search for Firebug. Yes, this topmost option is Firebug. Install it, and the other is the web developer. Taking a lot of time. Install this web developer toolbar also. It's installed. Okay, let's restart the web browser. Yeah, open it up again, and we have the developer toolbar over here, and we have the Firebug option also. So in the next video we will start learning some more HTML tags, and later on when we will start CSS, we will visit what exactly Firebug was.